Welcome to the Curly Hair Q&A show. I am your host, Ken Nichols, and I'm here with Melanie Nichols. She is the founder of the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. It's one of the top curly hair salons in the country, and Melanie is one of the top curl and hair color experts anywhere in the world. She is also the founder of the Raw Curls brand of natural and organic curly hair products that can be found at rawhairorganics.com. So, again, welcome today. This is show number 225 if you've been following along. And I'm here with Melanie Nichols, and Murphy Murph is here as well. How are you today?
Good. Murphy's making laps.
Murphy's making laps in here already.
Yeah, she didn't get her walk today, so she's making laps.
Is that why, or did she not go to the bathroom before we started?
No, she just went, so
right.
she's good. She's just making her laps.
All right. She's getting her exercise, which is good. So thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate you hanging out with us. For those of you new here, we are live streaming the show every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time in several places, such as on Facebook in the Curly Girl Support Group, the Curly Hair Q&A Group, the Diva Curl User Support Group, the Raw Curls User Support Group, the Curly Silvers Support Group, the Shea Moisture User Support Group, I think maybe this week, maybe not, and the Curly Hair Q&A Show Facebook page. Also on YouTube, on the Curly Hair Q&A Show YouTube channel, on Instagram at Raw Curls, and we are also a award-winning podcast. Did you know that, Melanie? We are.
Wow, no.
You didn't. We are a.
Tell me about it.
Well, I will. We are a two-time award-winning podcast in 2019.
Like Olympic
and 2021.
award-winning?
Yes, like Olympic award-winning as the number 2 ranked hair industry podcast that you must listen to and subscribe to.
I'll check it out.
You could check it out, and I'm going to tell you exactly where you could check that out.
Awesome.
You can listen to that podcast anytime you'd like, or any of our previous episodes. You
Very
can
good.
listen to
In my free time.
in your free time, and this episode as well by 10 o'clock tonight, p.m. Eastern Time. Usually we have it up by then. Wherever you consume your podcasts, such as Apple Podcasts. Do you listen to Apple Podcasts?
Oh, yes.
How about Google Podcasts?
I listen to them all.
All of them. Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, Podcast Addict, Podbean, and SoundCloud.
I do listen to iHeartRadio.
You do?
Yeah, we use that at work.
You do, that's right. And you like it, right?
Yes.
There you go. Well, you could listen to you could listen to yourself, and maybe at the salon you could take your own advice.
There, I need it.
Or not.
Sometimes I need it.
That's for other people, right?
That's right. Do as I say, not as I do.
Not as I do.
No, not really.
Right. Not as I do. Well, we got a bunch to go over today. You know, we were going to do a curl crap giveaway show tonight. We're not going to, although I
What?
had some curl crap to give away.
Why?
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because I don't have any questions.
We had leftover questions.
We were busy. Helen and I were busy with stuff.
We have questions from last time. I have a question. Okay, I can make up a question.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
We can do one.
yeah. Okay, well then hold that question.
Okay.
Okay.
I am holding it up here.
In my head, right? Okay. Helen, if you wouldn't mind, would you bring in a pen and a small piece of paper so Melanie can write the answer for you of her question? So I guess we're going to do a curl crap giveaway
Yes.
tonight of one thing, and I'm gonna, you know what, Melanie, if Helen gets in here, I'm gonna let you choose from this
Oh.
plethora of this. Thank you. And then you can come back and get the answer in a minute. This plethora of. You sure you want to give that? You could give.
No, I'm looking.
No, give
I
that
can't
away.
see. I can't see.
We have a plethora. You can't see her if you're listening on podcasts. You can't see, but we have a lot of stuff we can give away. I just didn't have time for the questions tonight, but so I guess we are going to at least give away one thing. So that's cool. Maybe it'll be a multiple win. Maybe it'll be a good one. So we've got a bunch of stuff to go over tonight. Bunch of announcements and some other cool, interesting stuff. But I'm going to start off here. I meant to do this last week. And is that for Helen?
Yeah.
Okay. Helen, when you get a chance, pop back into the studio and it'll I know the
See?
question. This could be
Yes.
Jeopardy.
I know.
If I put this in the
Don't
form of a
just
question,
spoil it.
I'm
Don't
not going
spoil
to.
it.
I'm not going
Oh,
to.
Murphy, stay here.
So, Murphy stay.
Murphy made some friends before we came over.
Well, that's good. That's a fun fact.
Yeah. Oh.
Where'd she make some friends?
We were at Walmart, and there was a whole family, like a huge family of all these kids in a van next door, and they got out, and then they were like, well, actually, she made that end while I was getting gas. Someone was commenting on her, but the family came over, and they were asking questions about they said puppy.
She's a puppy.
Yes, and I said, she won't bite. She's very friendly. I had the windows open,
Mm-hmm.
because I had to run in the store, and so then I rolled down the window, and they had like, I don't know, it was less than a 1-year-old baby because, she was holding it. And so the baby, put out her fingers, and Murphy gave her a kiss.
There,
I said
and
she won't bite. Yeah,
that's
so-
the Murphy we know.
Yes, and they thanked me for sharing my puppy.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to adjust your mic, Melanie.
Oh, I tried adjusting it.
Yeah. Well, it looked like it was going to come out of the.
Oh,
It was going to come out,
That's
and that would be bad because it would have swung back and smacked you.
okay.
So, probably the last 2 previous episodes, I've been wanting to do this, and I'm going to bring it up now. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on it, but I sort of owe you guys an apology, sort of.
Who?
Okay.
Wait.
Everybody that
wait.
watches. And
I'm glad we're
listens-
sitting down because Ken doesn't apologize.
Really?
No.
Really?
What's this apology for?
I apologize a lot.
Oh my gosh.
A
Okay.
lot. I didn't know. And this what sucks about this is a lot of you that are say in our Facebook groups or wherever listen to us talk, we talk about how hard we work on analytics for our marketing and stuff like that and whatever. And we're always trying to keep ahead of the social media platforms because they're always changing. Because as the saying goes in our business, marketers ruin everything. So they try to ruin us. It's what they do. So it's constantly a cat and mouse game. Something came up over the last couple of weeks, and I didn't know, and I didn't realize how bad it was. And I want to apologize and address this. And if you're in any of the Curly Hair Facebook groups and you see someone mention that Ken doesn't respond to me or Melanie doesn't respond to me or whatever, we're going to explain that in a bit. Now, everybody knows that around here, we spend a lot of time in the groups. I spend a lot of time in the groups. Melanie does periodically.
I was going to say, if it's me, there could be, truth to that because
there is, because you don't. I know that.
Yeah, I really can't.
Right.
The only time that I have to look at messages a lot of times is between midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning after I've done payroll and paid bills. And so
done your Instagram posts.
I try. It's just, I'm
it's time.
So busy.
It's time. Everything's time for us. Well, here's the thing. We didn't know here. And this, like I said, I'm not going to go into a whole big thing, but I really need you to understand this because I can see how people would be upset or offended. The day before Father's Day, this past Father's Day, I released a video and we did a offer with our nutritional supplement company where we put together a Father's Day bundle where people who had men in their lives, in our groups, because the vast majority are women, right? That had men in their lives that, they needed to change something in their lives or need or wanted to make a commitment to good health or getting healthy or at least trying to be better. Right. And I put together what do we call it? Helen, not a bonus package, but we put together this, this really nice package, right? Here, give it to the person, you love in your life, whatever. And I give away a certain amount of them. And when they were gone, right? Well, I started to notice a few days later, because that day, Helen and I did that video in the morning. And within an hour of doing that video, Melanie and I and Murphy were on our way out of town for the week, right? Mm. And when we go out of town for the week, I only check the stuff. I only check like my phone or what's going on online as just a little bit, just to make sure the world's not falling apart, right? That's it. And I didn't know this, but there were lots of people I found as I finally went back that were posting, hey, Ken Nichols did this giveaway thing and he didn't respond to me and this and that, whatever. So we got home and I went through and I'm like, no problem. I'll go through all of them, right? And I started searching and I started finding all these and I started to see that there were people that were saying that they were saying exactly when they reached out and what they said, right? And I couldn't find it at all. Couldn't find them at all. And I'm like, okay, did you private message me? Yeah. Okay. I'm like, check that. Check the side of that. You guys know the one that for people that aren't your friends, right? And nothing. I'm typing in the first couple letters of their name in the search bars, right? Nothing. And I'm like, what is going on here, right? Long story short, what we learned is that Facebook has an algorithm where they are filtering out messages and posts and things from people, I'm assuming, that aren't close connected to you because they think it's spam or something. So they think they're doing you a favor, but they're not even telling you that the person you're sending a message to, like say, Jane Smith decides to take advantage of this. Jane Smith knows who I am, but has no connection, has never had a conversation with me, not friends friends with me, doesn't have friends that are friends with me, so doesn't have any connection, sends me a message and says, hey, I'd like a free blah, 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 right? Well, Facebook apparently is knocking over my water. Facebook apparently, their algorithm picks that up and doesn't even let me see it. I had to search, and the more I searched, the more I found. And I'm like, oh God. And then I made the connection of of the stuff that we do online, Melanie, like, because we do so much in the curly hair world. We have all our different groups and all our Q&A stuff and this and that, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, how many people are tagging us or messaging us and want to talk to us or whatever. And they think we're the biggest jags because we're like ignoring them. We're not. We're not. I think on that Organics deal, I think I got everybody. But there were people where it took me 4 steps to figure out who they were, and literally, you guys, how I ended up doing it was when I saw a post in wherever the heck somebody said, that they, reached out for him for the Organics spring. How I did it is I looked at their picture and I had to search a couple of different ways because a lot of times it wouldn't even punch in their name, it wouldn't even come up. And then I just had to finally do some different things and try to find out, like one of the other hair groups maybe that they were in. And I was matching the pictures like, oh, that picture's that's that person. So in other words, I tell you all that. And I want you guys, if you're in groups and you see people bring stuff like this up, like, they think that we ignore you guys. It's not the case. Facebook doesn't let us see all your posts. They don't let us see all the tags, and they clearly don't let us get all the private messages.
Wow.
That sucks. That's frustrating.
So many people I know have gotten off Facebook.
I'm not going down that road because I love Mark Zuckerberg. I think he's the greatest human being to walk the planet.
Right. So,
but there are days I am quite unhappy because Mark very timely every month cashes our large advertising checks. He's more than happy to take those and buy thousands of acres in Hawaii to build a compound. But I love him.
We're going to keep it short tonight, so
love
let's
him.
get
All right,
into
so let's
some
get going.
curly hair.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm sorry. It's beyond our control. And I wish what I really wanted to be able to sit here and say, okay, here's the answer. If you want to get in touch with us, here's how you do it. I don't even know what it is. All right. Okay, so that's that. Raw Curls Academy. We are sponsored tonight by the Raw Curls Academy. Two Jade workshop coming up in 3 weeks from today, actually, yesterday and today, 3 weeks, in Maple Grove, Minnesota. If you'd like to sign up, you can go, if you have to be a licensed professional stylist. You can sign up at rawcurls.com/academy. Click on the Maple Grove /Stillwater, Minnesota class, and you can sign up. You get all kinds of cool bonuses like that. Not to
Hurry
mention,
up, though.
yes, hurry
This
up
is
though.
the last week.
She's going to cut it off.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to cut it off. She doesn't care if there's 50 people or 5.
Well, I do, but we have people
60
don't
people.
understand how much preparation goes into these classes, and it's really like you can't just have last minute signups because we have to have live models and there's all kinds of preparation and arrangements that need to be made. So
Yeah.
we have to know in advance.
Yeah. So if you are a stylist and you're thinking, hey, I might want to do this curly gig thing.
You should.
Yeah, because we can send you a lot of work, right? Which is our second announcement tonight. I've got big announcements.
Okay.
People have been asking us for years about how to find a Raw Curls trained stylist. How do I find a Melanie trained stylist? And I would typically tell people, send us a message and we'll see if we got one in your area, and which was kind of the commitment that we'd done this year. And we've got some other things coming up too. We're not ready to talk about yet.
I have
But,
clients ask me too, because they're
yeah.
like, they go somewhere else for the summer and they want to know, or they're
Yeah.
moving or,
Yeah.
something like that. They
Yeah.
want to find someone where they're going to be.
Right. And we hadn't, with our previous website, we weren't able to. We found in the last few weeks, we actually found an app that we could hook into our website. And as of tomorrow morning, because we got it finished up tonight, as of tomorrow morning on the rawhairorganics.com website, you will be able to click on a map on the Find a Stylist, Find a Salon, and you'll be able to find the nearest salon that carries Raw Curls products or the nearest salon that has a Raw Curls trained stylist.
Very good.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yay.
that is a big wow.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's been a long time coming.
yes, and thank you for I can't think of the company that made the software, but it was software was the big problem.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, before I even was doing the trainings, when we were just selling to salons, I would literally just, hand type them on a page and put, the name of the salon and their information and all that. But I would have to, just personally hand type all that and put it in, like who
Yeah.
was carrying our product.
Yeah, and that's crummy, but
But it was something.
yeah. Hey, Helen, I got a little quiet in my headset. If maybe you've adjusted something on your end, you might want to adjust it back. Yeah, it got a little quiet in my headset. That seems to be better. Yeah, that seems to be better. Okay, all right, perfect. Okay, a second big announcement. Second big announcement within the last, and there's going to be more this week, so get ready. A couple hours ago, brand new Raw Curls product was launched to the public. Now, I did it quietly first in the Raw Curls user support group on Facebook because I wanted those people to have first access to it like I always do. And that's not the only one coming this week, you guys. So, depending on labeling. That's the thing.
Okay.
I think we're going to get it done. But so you're probably thinking, tell us
it?
what got
like to know.
launched this. You would like to know too.
Yes.
What got launched this afternoon? Helen, show us on the screen what got launched this afternoon. There it is. The brand
I need my
new.
readers.
I'll tell you what it is. I know. It's the brand new Raw Curls Deluxe Wavy Swavy Starter Kit. Woo woo. I'm going to tell you something about this. So
Okay.
this typically in the past, we had 4-packs and some 5-packs. We whittled that down. We have one regular original Raw Curls starter kit, and now we have one wavy swavy kit.
Good.
This, yes. Here are the two things you need to know about this. It is this is a 6-pack. These are not little.
This is too.
Yeah. I'm working on that again. That's a whole nother story. You know,
Okay,
I mean,
don't
come
get
on.
into it.
I mean, I had 2 good ones showing up and then COVID hit. And I thought I was on my way to 3. But anyway, so this starter kit is not, it ain't a cheapie. Most companies that do these, and it's not just curly hair, it's all kinds of companies, they typically either do, 1/2-ounce foil packs or they do 2-ounce little bottles. Ours are 3-ounce. So they're good for a couple of uses. So you get to really see what you got. This kit, this new 6-pack kit, has the Wavy Swavy cleanser, the Wavy Swavy conditioner, the Raw Curls award-winning anti-frizz spray. It has the award-winning Raw Curls medium hold gel, the Raw Curls firm hold gel, and the Raw Curls mousse.
Wow, that's awesome.
And it's reasonably priced.
Very good.
For what it is. It's reasonably blah, blah. It's reasonably
Just
priced.
say it normal.
Reasonably
There you go.
priced. Check it out. We have a limited amount of them.
I need some.
I mean, we're making them, but they starter kits are a pain in the butt, So that's that's literally why we whittled it down to 2. We are going to have. There's more announcements coming up, but I'll not yet. But I'll tell you about this kit. So you think this kit is a real value because it's 3 ounces, whatever. Not long from now, not yet, but coming up, because it ties into another project that we're doing that we're waiting very patiently to get completed. A good chunk of it's going to happen tomorrow morning or afternoon. We know that, probably late morning. But those 3-ounce bottles, which are bigger than anybody else's, are all going to become 3.4 ounce. So even bigger. And do you know why they're 3.4 ounce?
So they can go on the airplane.
So they can go on the airplane with
under
you
4.
in the plastic zipper travel bag.
Awesome.
And it also
People
comes
love
with
those.
Yes, and it also comes with the kind of shiny, I hate to call it laminated because it's not really, but the shiny laminated instruction card written by Melanie herself.
We do
tell you how
need to
use them.
laminate it, actually. We had some requests for that.
Expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I've been putting that coating on them.
Well, maybe they can just
So you could
buy
shower
a
with them a couple
laminated
of
one.
Well, just take the one you get with your
That's
kit
true.
and
They
go
can
laminate it yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's just too expensive.
Yeah.
It's I mean, frankly, starter kits like this, we don't make any money on.
No,
The idea,
right.
the idea that we sell these the way we do and they're priced the way they do, because we want people to try it who normally wouldn't try it, so they start buying the full size ones.
Yeah.
You know.
Or for traveling. They're great. I mean, they really are.
I see people do it all the time. They buy them for that,
They buy the full size
then they want to
ones and
refill them and keep using them. Yeah.
And here's a little secret FYI.
I'm listening.
You can also fit one of our Raw Curls towels in that plastic container with your products.
I wonder if it's gonna
roll. Well, you could before, but
Now
we
with a
roll it
six-pack,
up
maybe,
and fit it in there. So
Yeah.
That's great.
So so that's I know a lot of people were excited about that. Also, a lot of people were excited, but at the same time, they were like, thanks. I could have used this a year ago. I'm like, again, we've talked about this before. These things are really a pain in the butt for us to put together, because it's, we talked about this. It's a fun fact. Everybody thinks that, they're little tiny bottles. They shouldn't cost anything or whatever. 3.4 ounce bottle of Wavy Swavy cleanser cost me almost as much to make as an 8 ounce.
Yeah.
It just is. It's the economics of manufacturing. So anyway, so that's exciting. And it looks like there will be at least one more announcement of a new product this week, maybe 2.
Wow.
And the second one, it's a size.
Okay.
And I got word this afternoon by email that I'm good to go. So, all right, let's get into some questions. So I just wanted to do that, get that stuff over there, and give my apology and whatever. All right, I got questions for you. Melanie, I've got a couple of stylist questions this week. Interesting.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. I think more people are hearing that
Very good.
the chick can do color, so they're asking. All right. Melanie, I am a hairstylist. Hey, did you guys know I'm known
Yeah.
as a hairstylist? We
Yeah.
talked about that last week, right?
Jessica and Ken are going to be opening
I
their
have
little
clients.
side salon.
Stop it. I have clients.
Hmm.
Melanie, I'm a hairstylist. Can I use regular developer Redken with Shades EQ?
Well, you could, use like a 10 volume developer. The Shades EQ developer I feel is more liquidy, but you can.
Should the question have been, can I or could I and should I?
You can,
You shouldn't.
should you?
Debatable.
Yeah, debatable. But it certainly can. You can get by with that.
Well, you've said that you've done some crazy stuff in a pinch.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
that's
do create. It's like I'm a rule follower until it comes to hair stuff because I do push limits sometimes and try different things and yeah. So even my high lift blondes that the line that I use in the Matrix Color Insider only calls for using 30 volume, which is great. It's fantastic. But I give it a little extra punch by just adding a little drip of another line's 40 volume. So there you go.
okay.
Yeah. But yes, it's not, I do try to stick to you staying within the lines developers because there is a difference. Like I don't know, I was out of one of my normal developers once or something and, I mixed it with a different organic line developer and the consistency was totally different. It was like runny and, it's not ideal. But, developers are pretty similar, we'll leave it at that. And of course, there are some differences with the organic ones and the, cream and liquid and all that. But, you know, going from 10 volume to 10 volume and 20 to 20, you should be okay. Like I say, not ideal. It's not something I would, practice all the time, but you could get by with it.
Okay. All right. There you go. Let's see. Melanie, when it comes to curly hair, what is the difference between a haircut and a trim?
Well,
Boy, is that a loaded question.
with curly hair or straight hair, it doesn't matter. I always kind of get a kick out of that because you still have to go through. The difference is this. It's a very simple answer. The difference is how much hair you're cutting. Okay.
So it's not the cost?
No, definitely not. You still have to go through the entire haircut. You go through, the same sectioning and cutting, and it's just the amount of hair that you're cutting. So, sorry, same price.
Same price, haircut or trim, whatever. So it's all semantics, whatever they want to call it. You're calling it
Call it what it is.
X amount of dollars.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Yeah.
End of story.
Okay, good. All right, Melanie. We're gonna skip that. All right, Melanie. Hold on. This is from a stylist again. Right. I had to stop because I look at it. For those of you who don't know, we don't preview the questions. We print them off, and then sometimes it makes me stumble because I haven't prepped myself.
Yeah.
But it makes the show fun.
Better get it together if you're going to be a stylist.
It makes it.
He doesn't know that.
I'm busy. I'm a busy stylist. I'm going to get $1,000 pair of shears this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Melanie, I use TG Color. This is from a stylist. Melanie, I use TG Color and it's going to be discontinued. I was thinking about possibly switching to Pulp Riot or Wella. What are your thoughts? Or do you have any suggestions of a different color line that I should go with? Thank you.
Interesting. TG's been around for a long time. No, that's going to be a personal choice. Everyone likes different things. They, kind of get attached to certain lines. So it's just going to be a little bit of trial and error and see what you like. Pulp Riot's a good line. And, what'd she say, Wella?
Yeah, Wella.
I mean, Wella's been around forever. So, they have good things about it. It's a good company. But it would not be one of my choices, of course. It has a higher ammonia content in it. But, you're already using a line with ammonia, so that really shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm just saying I'm not as familiar with the Pulp Riot, but I would think that Wella has like a bigger line and a bigger choice of colors, and it's probably a very easy line to work with. And, Pulprite is kind of new. It has, a lot of the fashion colors and all that fun stuff.
Wait a minute.
Mm.
I think just recently that Pulp Riot was sold. That somebody bought
So
them
maybe
up.
hard to,
Maybe
a little
somebody
harder to
big.
get,
Yeah. Hey, Helen, can you do a quick Google search and Google Pulp Riot and see if they were sold, like Pulp Riot
Wow, really
sold, or
already?
something like that. See if you can come up with anything and let me know what you come up with.
Yeah. Like I say, I mean, Wella's been around forever. It's a good company. They have good, people, labs and colorists, and education and all that stuff. So, oh, okay.
Okay.
L'Oreal
Should be
bought it.
easy, should be
Okay.
easier to find.
Well,
Anyway, go
okay.
on. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, well, it's it's going to come down to personal choice. And what I do, when I'm switching color lines is buy like a little starter kit or buy a few colors, and, your basic ones, maybe, a lighter blonde, a brown, a ash, and just give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way.
Okay. All right. Hopefully that helps. Good luck. All right. Oh boy. Okay. So we had stylist questions. Now we're going to get, stylists are going to get bashed.
Uh-oh.
All right. Question rant.
Uh-oh.
Melanie. And it says question/rant. How do you get a stylist to remove bulk from areas without using traditional texturizing techniques that leave curls stringy? I've seen blog posts about doing this, in quotes, removing from mid shaft versus tapering all the way down, as in deep point cutting. But every time I ask a stylist not to texturize and point cut, they don't seem to understand. The majority of them think your options are either stringy curls or pyramid head. No alternative. I could just get a diva cut, but I personally don't want all my hair cut curl by curl. I just want a standard cut with bulk removed in a way that works for my curls. Also, diva cuts and weed ad cuts are ridiculously overpriced and not easy to find a salon that will do them. I've spent years trying to get a proper cut. My last stylist did a good job, but then I moved away from the area. Also, why don't stylists get taught some basic curly hair cutting techniques in the standard beauty school program? Grr. That's a rant.
Well,
So you want to tell her why you overcharge? You want to go?
yeah, because obviously she's not happy and she's not getting
Yeah.
what she wants. So that's
Yeah.
why, so
Right.
it's worth it. You're spending all of the money and not even getting what you want. If you add up all your cheap haircuts and unhappiness, well, then it's probably worth, getting a curly cut because that's what it's specifically targeted for. You can't really just get a standard haircut and have it work for curly hair. That's the whole
That's the thing.
reason we do the curly technique.
For a lay person, for a lay person, I could see how they would sit in a chair, and they would just think, a haircut's a haircut, a hair is a haircut. Why do I got to pay you, $200 when I could pay, $40 from my stylist at home? She's cutting my hair. You're cutting my hair. You know what I mean? They don't understand.
Right, but I always find that fascinating when people complain about price, but they're not happy with their hair. It's like, well, obviously you're not getting what you want at the cheaper price point, so you're going to have to pay more to get, something that works for you. There is a difference. And it is up to the stylist to explain in a way that I handle that. I have people that come in, that book just for a regular haircut and they have curly hair. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. But then I explain, that you would probably benefit from getting a curly cut. And what I always say to someone is that just try it. Just try it once. It's like, most curly cuts are somewhere, between whatever, I don't know, $75 to $200. It's really not like that outrageous.
And tell
And they
them
last for
why, as
3
far
months.
as because they last so long.
They last. I mean, I have people that come 3 months. Anywhere between 3 months and 6 months. And it really does last that long. The shape, and it's worth it. First of all, the stylist is spending more time with you than a traditional haircut. They're doing special techniques, and that's why it works. To get rid of that pyramid, get rid of that what you're calling bulk. These techniques are different for curly hair than they are for straight hair. So, that's why it's been problematic, and that's why I still suggest saving up the money. Maybe not going to Starbucks or cutting back in some other areas, saving, the cash and paying for a curly cut. And like I said, I always say to someone, just try it. And if you don't feel there's a difference, we won't
Don't do
do
it
it again.
again.
And then go back to getting your regular haircuts. That's fine, because I can do either one. If somebody truly doesn't want to pay me for the curly cut and they're happy with the way their hair looks, just getting a regular cut, then so be it. But give it a try and then make that decision.
Yeah.
Most of the time, like I have one that's coming in soon, and she came in for just a regular haircut and had no clue about the curly cut, which I thought was funny.
I find that really funny, because I was just going to say that you would think somebody along these lines, when they realize it takes 3 months or more just to get in with you, that they'd put two and two together, that maybe there's something to this, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they just think, even as, let's say, if they thought I was just a regular stylist, that I'm just super busy. So they don't really realize or understand. And they know that I specialize in curly hair, but they don't really know that there's a different technique. So the person I'm thinking of, and that's all I had time for then, that's what she was scheduled for. But I discussed, the next time booking a curly cut, and that how she would benefit from it. So, and that's what happened. Well, she booked a regular cut when she left, but she called back and changed it to a curly cut. She's like, she really does want to, give it a try and see, to be able to compare.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. You want to do curl crap giveaway?
Yeah.
All
Did
right.
I answer everything in that question though? Because there was a lot.
Oh, you didn't. One last part. Hold on that curl crap giveaway. Also, why don't stylists get taught some basic curly hair cutting techniques in their standard beauty schooling program?
Right. Because it isn't a standard haircut. So we were just talking about this over the weekend, because we had, when we started this, thought, ooh, what a good idea. I should go into the schools and start teaching the curly cutting. But then I thought about that more and realized that's maybe not such a great idea. It seems like it would be, but school is learning the basics.
Master the basics first.
Not kids. There's adults that go too. I was an adult.
They're kids to us.
I mean, people need to master the basics and get that, conquered, so that they can pass the state boards and all that. And then take advanced education and learn other systems like the curly cutting and stuff. So, I think it's best that way.
Yeah, I understand the frustration of people thinking why, but you got to remember, depending on the state, and each state has different mandates as far as licensing, as far as how many hours that they have to have behind the chair in school, and how many hours of schooling, right? There's just not enough time to get those young people, right? Those junior stylists, to-be stylists, to get them to master the basics of everything that they would use on a daily basis, and then try to add in something as unique as the proper curly hair skills, and then try to master them. I mean, how many hours would they have? It'd be way confusing.
I think it'd be
because
confusing.
It's completely different.
Yeah, and it's different angles and different techniques, and then you'd screw up and not pass your state board. So,
right, because you're trying to, you're trying to do two different. You're trying to master two different things enough to pass the. It just doesn't work. And I was telling Melanie, I can't remember, but I had heard about it in the last 2 weeks of, I forget, might have been Great Britain, I can't remember, but some country actually mandated that training, that, a cosmetologist that graduates school and gets licensed has to have that training to graduate, and I'm like, how?
Mm.
How many hours? What are they going to have? 2 years in beauty
It would
school?
add time.
Like an associate's degree? And
Interesting.
yeah.
But I know, like in some countries, I think Germany and stuff, it's a 4-year degree. Like you go to a regular
Yeah.
college.
Yeah, remember we used to talk about that in the swimming pool business. That the in Germany, the people that run their swimming pools, have college degrees. They're in lab coats like doctors. And then you see the ones that are like running our public pools at our county parks.
Yikes! They look like you.
Oh no, not even close.
Oh. Okay.
I launder my clothes every day.
Oh. Good.
I shower every day.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean You think I'm a dummy? So anyway, so that's really a scary thought.
Isn't it in Florida? I mean, they've talked about taking the licensing away
from
completely,
cosmetologists and barbers.
So,
yeah.
like you and Jessica could just set up shop and do hair legally.
Oh, it's appropriate. I'll do it.
No mirrors. Your salon's having no mirrors.
I can do it.
And signing waivers and what else? There's no guarantees.
Nope. And I'm charging more than Melanie. Because you know how it is. Women would rather have a men's stylist.
That's true. You'll be busy.
Because a male stylist, for some reason, is just inherently better.
Yes.
I have that. You know what? As long
and
I've been
gay
around,
man is
even a level above.
Like that's
Absolutely.
the home run.
That is the home run in the salon business. That's a fun fact for you. Because literally I have been in or around the salon business 25 years, right? 25 years of my life I've been in or around this business.
So you're good. You're good to go.
I'm good to go. No, that wasn't my point. My point is that I've seen that over and over and over. We've seen not very talented. I am being careful. We've seen not very talented or skilled individuals end up being like considered like rock stars in this industry and have no business because they're a man, or B, the home run, a gay man. It's something about this industry I don't know.
Women love them.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, a lot of them are really talented.
Like I said, I won't go into it, but I can remember one salon you worked at years ago, and I can remember you would just like shake your head. You'd be so frustrated because Melanie's such a perfectionist, so she couldn't understand. I knew way better than that.
Well, yeah. They could put a toilet seat on their head and tell them it's the trend, and they would be so
they
thrilled.
Nitpick my stuff and his hack garbage.
No, I didn't say
something.
that.
It was almost as if you were really frustrated. It's true. It's an interesting through. Anybody
so
that's
maybe we will sign you up. There we go.
I can do it.
All right.
Next question.
All right.
It's time for a curl crap giveaway question. Helen, would you care to read the rules to the curl crap giveaway? Because we have rules.
Yeah, and the rules are: 1, winner must live in the lower 48 states of the U.S. 2, each person may only win once every 60 days. 3, if you win and do not want the product, the only way that you are allowed to get rid of the product is by giving it away. You are not allowed to sell the product. The winner is the first person that the producer sees answer the question correctly. Be specific. And 5, prizes will be shipped out at our convenience. Do not contact us regarding your prizes shipping or tracking information. Please be patient.
And there you have it.
Okay.
So we have 7 items you could choose from, or you could put 2 together. But we have 7 products that range anywhere from crap to ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. And hey, you know what else is up here? You know who got a BATH yesterday? Somebody in this room, and it's not Melanie and I. It was Murphy Murph, and we have actually on the table here. We have 2 bottles of Raw Paws. The pet conditioner. We don't have any shampoo.
Oh,
that's pet conditioner.
Oh, maybe you should change it to a shampoo.
I don't have one here.
Oh, okay.
Then maybe we don't give away Raw Paws tonight. But
Well,
Murphy Murph smells great.
What can we do?
Did she
then?
get her nails done today?
No, we
Oh.
didn't get our nails done today. It's a conditioner.
So what do you think?
Shoot, I was gonna do the rapaz.
It's a curl crap giveaway, so make it curl crap.
Oh, okay.
That
all right.
that anti-aging foaming face wash is a good one.
Well, that's not curl crap either.
I know, but that's a good one.
Well,
That's a heck of a gift.
that is.
Because I think that's a 5-ounce bottle. That's bigger than our standard.
Wow. But yeah, that's not curl crap.
So pick.
Can we do this?
Yeah, good idea. I like that. Let's do that. So the curl crap giveaway tonight, we're only going to do one. You will get if you are the first person to answer Melanie's trivia question, and the first person that our producer, Helen, is the producer tonight. She's in the booth. First person that she sees will win a combination of this 12-ounce bottle of Diva Curl No Poo Original. Da, 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 da. It's not the new launch.
And
so
to wash your tears away after using that.
we have it says 4-ounce on the label, but it's actually a bonus bottle. It's a 5-ounce bottle of the RH Organics Beauty. Actually, we don't even call it beauty anymore. RH Organics Anti-Aging Peptide Hydration Face Cleanser.
I love
This,
that. I love that.
yes.
You'll love it because I made it a foamer. And
Yes.
It's awesome. It's really great. Good stuff.
This is a heck of a gift. This is even more of a heck of a gift because
That's expensive. We sell
this-
it for $40.
sell it for more than that.
You sell it for
The
more than
5-ounce because it's got
that?
the
Oh,
bonus.
it's 5 ounce. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, it's at least $40.
Yeah.
This. What am I talking about? I
I
forgot.
don't know.
You know how great this stuff is?
No, tell us.
It won a award in 2019 from Organic Spa Magazine.
Well, I use it every day.
You're looking at
and-
the award right now. Look at your feet. It's against the wall. See it?
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Yep.
I see it. It says so right there.
It says so right there. You can't see it, but it's on the wall. We've never hung it because we always use it for stuff.
I should hang it in the salon. Buy the skincare.
Maybe, yeah. It's really good. Let's just put it that way. It's
Yes.
not. We're not kidding you. Yeah, it's a $40 bottle. So
Well, let's just say we're both in our 50s, and that's kind of how it sells to my clients because they're like, "What are you using on your skin?" You know, because it looks smooth and
Yep. Let me tell you, the people that use this RH Organic Skincare love it and preach it for us. Yeah.
it's
One of these days when we actually have time to really promote it, yeah, I'll probably get out of the curly hair business because I'll be selling face stuff.
which is
Just kidding. Just kidding.
it's another fun fact because Ken was hoping to get carded for buying booze, but the guy said there's no senior citizen discount, and he thought he was going to get carded.
It carded the guy in front of me, so
Yeah, so
well, he
you
was
thought you were going
13.
to get
He
carded.
was 13.
The guy's like, "There's no senior citizen discount."
I'm like, damn it. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So the way you can win these 2 items, which is probably what? $70 worth of stuff, $60 worth of stuff. This is a good one. Is the first person that Helen, our producer, sees to answer this trivia question correctly.
What movie did this line from Matthew McConaughey come from? All right, all right, all right.
And there you have it. I'm not going to repeat that like I normally would. If you know the answer to that question, is it Lincoln Lawyer? No. I don't know. Just ask.
No.
No. Helen, let us know when we're at a pause.
Although I didn't.
When you get the answer,
Oh.
let us know when we're at a stopping point. Don't interrupt us in the
I
middle of
almost
the next
gave a
question.
spoiler.
Okay, don't. All right. Okay. Well, here's another related question. Helen, I'm losing my ears again. Yep. Check. Still,
Maybe you're moving
still,
around too much.
Nope. I'm checking my connections. Nope. Check. Yeah, it goes dull. That's better. So she's muting me, and then we're
Good.
wondering why we can't. Well, I wonder if when you mute me, Helen, if you're bumping something. Okay.
Does it go back to like some default?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Ask the engineer in the booth tonight. All right. Okay. Let's go on to the next question. Melanie, I've seen many posts of beautiful raw curls cuts done by you and other stylists. There have been a lot lately. I got to admit, there's been a lot.
Someone saw some by you. I'm not sure where.
I know they did. They tried to schedule an appointment with me.
Are you stealing my work?
I might
Ooh,
be.
we have a winner.
I said don't interrupt
It's
us.
probably
Wait till we're
Melinda.
at a
Is it Melinda?
starting point.
Is it Melinda?
Helen.
Well, we didn't get started, so it's okay. But who is it?
What's the correct answer, Melanie?
Oh, it's Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and confused. Is that the is that kind of the theme of the show this evening?
Yes. But I didn't say it.
All right.
That's what I was going to say. I didn't say it right because he's supposed to be stoned. All right.
Yeah. So congratulations, Anna Quintana. You are the proud owner of a 12-ounce bottle of Diva Curl Original No Poo and a
Lucky you.
5-ounce bottle, really, of it's 4 ounces with a bonus of the RH Organics Anti-Aging Peptide Hydration Cleanser. Congratulations. It'll be on its way when we get to it.
And thank you, Melinda, for
And
that
thank you.
question because we were talking about it on Saturday. She'll listen to this tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, Melanie was
she'll
shocked that she's like, and I'm like, I knew it right away. She's like, how did you know that? I'm like,
yeah, I didn't know it. I didn't know it.
I just knew it. That's what I said. It
He
reminds
looks
me of
so young. Anyway,
it's really, yeah.
he was really young in there.
You know, some people age very, very well. He aged very, very well because he looks a whole lot better now than he did when he was a kid. In that movie, you look at him, it's stupid mustache and not a good look. Not a good look.
It was the times.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Melanie, I've seen many posts of beautiful raw curls cuts done by you and other stylists. Please explain. Yeah, thank you. Please explain what a raw curls cut is and why or how it's different than a diva cut or a wee dad cut. Now, I'm going to say something here before we even get started on this answer. We got to do a video for the YouTube channel of just that explanation because I know how you're going to explain this, and it can very simply in a handful of sentences be explained where people, you know, who are, you know, in our world here, they hear that and who have had other cuts and whatever, and that the light bulb goes off immediately. They're like, oh yeah, that's what I need.
Goes off or goes on?
What?
You said the light bulb goes off.
The light bulb goes on, not off.
Yeah.
On. So go ahead and explain this, Melanie. So what is a raw curls cut and why or how is it different than a diva cut or a wee dad cut? A lot of the transformations are beautiful. People want to know.
Yeah. So, and I just had a new client on Saturday that I was explaining this to because they had previously had a diva cut and they were not happy. So the thing about the raw curls cut is it typically is a combination of both of those systems, we'll just say, because diva was always just dry cutting and wee dad is always just wet cutting for the most part. So, and it was never combined, those two systems, and the raw curls system is combined. So for me, it just made sense because I don't feel like one size fits all. You know, there's different things that I'm trying to accomplish with the curls, and each head of curls is different, and each time you come in, your hair is different. So I can totally customize it to what your hair needs. And, you know, I'm not saying one of the systems is better than the other because they're both great. But even better is knowing the skills to, you know, combine, you know, those techniques, because I felt like, you know, there was things that got better just doing like a dry diva cut, but not necessarily completely corrected. And as Ken stated earlier, I'm a perfectionist and I was not 100% happy with some of my haircuts. You know, I was seeing improvement but not, perfection.
Goes back to a question we had earlier this evening, where a woman knows her curls enough to say, I don't want my whole head cut curl by curl. Well, here you go. In some of these techniques, that's all the stylist knows.
Exactly.
So they got a
So then
cookie
what?
cutter fit you into what they know, not what you need or want.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
the problem. Yeah.
And so I just had a different one. She's been cutting her own curls, and she had a massive head of curls. Very tight, very thick, but she wasn't, she's just been cutting it herself because she wasn't happy with whatever she ever got. So, but now she came to me for a curly cut. So, she wanted specific things because she's happy with the way that her hair looks, but she needed a little tweaking, like some roundness and she wants it to be bigger and full. I wish I would have taken a picture of this. I told Jessica to do it, but we didn't because I thought I was going to be running behind with her hair. She had so much. She literally had like some long pieces towards the front that she didn't want me to touch or cut. So she tucked them into her mask so that I couldn't cut them. So she was sitting there while I was cutting with her hair like tucked into her mask. It was so funny. But, and Jessica could relate to that because she has a little, favorite piece as well that she doesn't like for me to cut short. People have these things, and so you have to be able to work. Yeah, it just
perfect curl, right?
Yeah. But anyway, so that's the difference. I can do both. I can cut hair completely dry. I can cut, I can do wet cutting, but the raw curls cut is a combination of the two, and that also allows those people who want to wear their hair straight once in a while, that are going to blow it out. It works. When I was just doing dry cutting, that doesn't work. If you blow your hair out, it's uneven. It looks crazy. And curls and styles shift. So anyway, this is just, a system that works for all hair types, all curls, all styles. And that's it. It's, I do a combination of dry cutting because there's things I do believe need to be done dry, and I like that. The length needs to be set. The style needs to be set so that we can see where the curl lies. There's a lot of that I completely agree with. I don't disagree with any of that. But then, if I need to get in there and sculpt the curls to completely get rid of the pyramid triangle or the jellyfish, choppiness, things like that. Those techniques really need to be done wet. So that's just why I think the haircut works so well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I hope that helps you. Hope that helps you out. We've got 3 more quick questions we're going to run through, and that's it. So we can get out of here. Oh boy, here's a sad
You got
one.
gnats again.
Yeah,
I need my net hat.
Oh, you just swatted them over by me. All right, Melanie. Okay. This question is about silver or gray curly hair. Melanie, so I visited a friend who never saw my gray hair before, and she told me to dye my hair because I'm looking old. I told her never, ever would I do that. I said that I'm at peace with myself and my grays. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's great. And, Helen had asked me before I came if there was any pictures I wanted to share, and I said, I don't think so. But the one that I was looking at was the natural silver hair because I didn't really change the haircut a whole lot, but just those little changes made such a difference in the shape. And then it brought out her natural color because she had grown it out. And it was beautiful, but you just saw it so much, better once it was cut and styled. It's like, wow, her natural gray was gorgeous. So you know what? Well, you just have to be able to let that roll off your shoulders. And, if you're happy, you're happy. And I always say that with my clients. Sometimes I feel too like it could make, people look older, but it's their choice. And if they're comfortable with that, that's cool. And I accept that,
Yeah.
So, but a lot of my clients have gone natural and gray and silver since COVID. And, some of them come in and say, they've gotten compliments consistently way more often with their natural hair, people saying how beautiful their color is, where do they get their color done, those kinds of things, since they've let the coloring go.
Yeah.
So it's been a thing, and, good for you. Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're comfortable, that's great.
Yeah, if you're comfortable, that's great. 2 more quick ones. Melanie, My neck and shoulders have been hurting from diffusing. I bend down and do the hover overhead method without touching my hair and then the sides until my hair is somewhat dry, but I think my blow dryer might be heavy. I use the Elchim 2001 with diffuser. Can you recommend a light blow dryer?
Yeah. I mean, some of those old blow dryers, I'm with you. They're heavy, and
Mine is heavy.
yeah. And you know what?
Mine's like picking up a small block Chevy and trying to
that's why I have
dry
to
my
work out,
hair.
to be able to keep in shape to blow dry. But, since I work so many hours a day, of course, I'm super picky about my equipment. And that's one of the things. I want something that's light. I want something that's quiet. So yeah, there's lots of them out there actually. Of course, the Chi, I always go back to a Chi dryer. They produce great tools. They're a good company, a good solid company. Their price point is very, affordable. It's light, it's quiet. That's always a go-to dryer. Let's see what else. Of course, the Dyson, that's different. It's, unique and expensive. That's on the high end
it
line.
throws out the diffuser idea.
No, it comes with a diffuser.
Well, it's not really in our world a diffuser.
Well,
so,
it is. People like it.
no.
I'm trying to think of another light one. You have
What
to.
about that bamboo one you used to have?
That's a Paul Mitchell one, but they don't sell that
Oh,
anymore.
and it started on fire anyway. So
Yeah, yeah. I just bought, what did I buy? It's a Samvia one, and I like that. It's light, it's pretty quiet. I like that one. It's a Samvia. I'm trying to think of brands that they can get though in the store.
oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a matter of, well, I don't know if you can try those things and bring them back. But like I say, always the go-to that you can't go wrong with is a Chi dryer. There's another one right on the tip of my tongue that's light, that has a light one. They usually will say like light and they'll list the weight. But I know because it's not so much that my arms get tired, but it hurts my wrists.
Yeah.
Because we're always like, kind of doing that, to make sure that it doesn't get too hot and burn somebody. So
Yeah.
it's my wrists that get really sore, drying the hair.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you think of it next week.
I will. No,
Okay.
I can picture it in my head. I just have to think of the brand.
Okay. All right. Last question. Melanie, recently I had a child. She's 8 months old. And I know you're supposed to lose a lot of hair, but I've lost 3/4 of my hair. I'm on biotin and prenatals as well as vitamin C and D. I'm at a loss as to what to do. I do have colored hair, but I do not use any form of heat on my hair. Any tips would be helpful. It's really starting to affect my mentality.
Well, this is very common, and
The whole postpartum thing, except she's
yeah,
got it like
it's
serious.
just, well, I've seen that a lot. Unfortunately, it's just one of those side effects of, if you can call it that, of having children. Your body kind of goes
Yeah.
into shock. Your hormones are totally out of whack. So, just trying to get that balanced again, with nutritional supplements, diet, exercise, it will come back, and she's doing the right thing, hair vitamins, maybe not, I've learned over time, working with the thinning and hair loss clinic, I used to recommend just biotin by itself, but that's not the best solution. It needs to be combined with other B vitamins. So when you buy a hair vitamin that's made specifically for that, for hair growth, for hair, hair loss, and so keeping hair from falling out, growing new hair, it has the right dosages and the right combinations of what you need. It's going to be more effective. So I would stick with something, that has that's made specifically for the hair, because it's going to have your biotin, your folic acid, some other important ingredients that are going to help, but it's all combined. And then there are hair growth products as well. So internal and external are going to be your best bet, just like dieting and exercising. I always use that analogy. One or the other is okay, but the two together is going to be what you need, to get your best results, because you need internal encouragement and external. So there's, the Xenogen products, there's OA products, there's organic color system products. A lot of lines have a hair loss or hair regrowth product out there. Those are just some of the ones that I've worked with successfully. So that's what I would look into.
Okay.
You want to make sure you're not using crap products that are clogging the hair follicle and causing more hair loss. So,
Absolutely. That's a
but
big thing.
yeah, nutrition, hormone balance, and then
you go.
hair supplements and products are going to be the key.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight. That's it. We're going to wrap it up now. Congratulations to Anna Quintana on your Curl Crap giveaway prizes. Maybe we'll do another one next week. We'll see. So
That blow dryer is driving me crazy.
We'll talk about it next week.
I can picture it. It's white and blue packaging.
Bring it up next week.
Ugh.
We'll bring it up next week. We'll start the show off with a blow dryer fun.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, okay. All right. Let's wrap it up. Thanks for joining us tonight. Everybody, podcast available by 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight. It'll be live. You can check it out. The Curly Hair Q&A show number 225. And we'll see you next week. And have a great
Curly. Bye.
Bye. See you, Murphy.